Former President Donald Trump speaks to reporters after testifying in his civil trial at the state Supreme Court building in Manhattan. Monday, November 6, 2023. Lawyers on both sides shouted that their opponents were out of line and wasting time. And because judge will decide, it will determine the future of Trump's role in family business. The coup turned the trial into a battle over how severe a sentence the former president would face. James has stated that may be pushing for a fine beyond the $250 million he originally sought, and has concluded that made more ill-gotten gains than once thought. He also asked judge to ban Trump from running a business in the state and remove him from world that made him famous decades ago. The Attorney General's arguments appear to have convinced judge, and under the strong New York law supporting Kise, he has broad authority to punish Trump. The decision is expected to be made as soon as next month. After the discussions in the court are completed, the judge has extraordinary powers to create remedy to curtail and punish misconduct, which means bad news for Trump, said Steven Cohen, a former top official in the Attorney General's office and now founding member of the law firm Blue Raven LLP, and teaches corporate law at New York Law School. But Engoron may have already made a mistake when issuing the initial fine to Trump, ordering the closure of some of his New York companies. The decision set off a firestorm and appeared likely to endanger much of Trump's New York empire. But interviews with legal experts and a review of court decisions indicate that the judge may not have the authority to dissolve companies. An appeals court last week granted Trump's request to pause the sentencing so he could consider Engoron's ruling. This may herald a more comprehensive evaluation of the judge's decisions throughout the trial. Trump's lawyers are pinning their hopes on an appeal. President Trump greatly appreciates court's thinking and decision. Christopher Kise, one of Trump's lawyers, said in a statement after appeals court granted request, adding that it will help pave way for a much-needed and negotiated solution. Review of the trial court's many errors. Alternatively, Engoron can set the order itself. If Trump's lawyers convince him, he could use the decision, expected in January, to change his stance before the appeals court says so. Al Baker, a spokesman for the court system, said it would be inappropriate to comment on an ongoing case, adding that all actions and decisions in this matter are part of the public record. The hearing is the product of a lawsuit James filed last year against Trump, his adult sons and their family businesses, accusing them of distorting the value of their assets in annual financial statements they filed for years with banks and other lenders. James claimed the statements were so exaggerated that the Trumps were deing banks. His case relied on years of documentary evidence and statemen.